Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today. Monday Night Raw, January the 9th, 2023. Nearly got the year wrong already, but it's only 2 weeks into it. And hell's finally frozen over. Vince McMahon is back in WWE. I still can't believe it. Like, he's officially back as like the board of directors or whatever. But it's a matter of time before he takes over creative. But we're going to talk more about that later on. But that's the biggest news to talk about. Raw tonight, again, per usual. We don't even have a match announced for tonight. We got 2 segments announced for a 3-hour show. Like, what the hell, man? I'm really enjoying WWE, I really am. But come on, 3 hours of a TV show, and that's all you've got to give us. That's it. 2 segments. Wow. They've already announced 2 matches for SmackDown, so SmackDown clearly is the A show. Raw's got more content, yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's good content. But, overall, AEW is pretty decent. I mean, it was alright last week. We'll talk more about that next on Wednesday's stream. But, wrestling right now, we're getting close to the Royal Rumble, so obviously it's going to start heating up. Tonight's show, like I said, there's barely any predictions I can do. We're going to do what we can, but they've not announced anything. Like, I don't understand, how hard is it just to announce like 1 or 2 matches for a 3-hour show? Like, they're not still writing it as we speak, are they? Like the Vince McMahon days. And is Vince going to be there tonight as well? That's the other question as well. The big news is they're trying to sell the company. We're going to talk more about that later on. But how long has he been gone? What, 6-8 months and he's back? Or it wasn't even a full year, man. Triple H didn't even get to show us his role to WrestleMania. I mean, he's still in charge of creative right now. But like I said, that call can change. So we're going to talk about that later on. We'll also jump right into predictions for tonight's show. Like I said, there's not much announced. Austin Theory is going to be on the show tonight. And he's going to tell the WWE Universe what's next for him. And that's it. We got another segment, but I don't know if he's going to face Seth Rollins again. Maybe Bobby Lashley. He's been gone for a few weeks now after he got fired, air quotes. I'm guessing Austin Theory is going to defend the title at Royal Rumble. Maybe. But then again, we already know 2 matches for Royal Rumble plus the Rumble matches themselves. So there's 4. We're not going to load the card up too much. So maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just be inside the Rumble match itself. But my prediction for tonight is the Hurt Business come back. Because last week we saw, I think it was Cedric and MVP backstage talking or whatever. So I think the Hurt Business comes back tonight with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley challenges Austin Theory for the US title. Or they could continue the Seth Rollins thing again. But judging from last week, I don't think they will. But literally, like, no matches announced for tonight. We got that. And we've also got this. Alexa Bliss is going to explain her attack on Bianca Belair, which we're going to talk about later, what happened last week. But oh my days, man, they're doing it. I wish they wasn't going to do it, but they are doing it. They're making Alexa Bliss team up again with Bray Wyatt. Slowly but surely it's going to happen. And, I am a fan of them both, but together I just don't think it works, man. Especially the last time we saw it, it didn't work. Tonight she's going to explain her actions on Bianca, which we'll talk about in a bit. And that's the only 2 things announced for tonight's show. That's it. No matches, no nothing. Just 2 segments. So what the hell, man? It's kind of hard to do a prediction show when that's all you're going to announce. But also the other news is Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt's brother, is backstage tonight on Raw. And a lot of us have been thinking maybe he's Uncle Hal there. So tonight, maybe. I mean, they have him there. I'm guessing he's going to come out in the Alexa Bliss segment, right? Because why else would you have him backstage if you're not going to use him? You're not just going to bring him in just to sit backstage. I don't see the point in that. So I think tonight we're going to get more involvement with the Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, and Alexa Bliss, and maybe Bo Dallas. Because a lot of us has theorized it is Bo Dallas. Other people think it's someone from ROH or whatever, but Bo Dallas makes more sense. It's his actual brother. What are you doing? Why are you messing about now? This dog, man, I swear, he just knows. Whenever I'm live, he always has to do something. But yeah, tonight, Bo Dallas, I'm guessing he's going to be seen on the show. Not his face, he'll probably have the mask on, but like I said, why bring him backstage if you're not going to use him? So that's my prediction. Over on SmackDown, like I said, we already got 2 matches announced for this week's SmackDown. It definitely is the A show. We got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which is going to be good. But it's going to be more storyline compared to match-wise. I'm going to go with Kevin Owens to win that, to like further descend the bloodline a little bit more. because you know they're going to want Sami Zayn to hurt Kevin Owens, and I'm guessing there might be like, you know, some bickering or maybe or something. Kevin Owens gets the quick win, he rolls out of there, and you know, it builds up the tension more with Bloodline and Sami Zayn. And also we got Gunther versus Braun Strowman for the IC title. Gunther's definitely winning. It might be a decent match, but I feel like Gunther's going to hold the title until WrestleMania, and then Sheamus should beat him for it, because that's the only title Sheamus needs now, isn't it? And that'd be a good story, I think. But either way, I think Gunther's not going to lose until WrestleMania. They are building him up pretty good, but there's also that rumoured Brock Lesnar match, which, you know, I feel like we get more indication. Say they're both inside the Royal Rumble, and Gunther eliminates Brock Lesnar, then we're going to know that they're going to feud. But if, you know, plan B, I would say Sheamus versus Gunther. Because I don't know, like, do you see Brock Lesnar challenging for the IC title? I don't know, man. I mean, him versus Gunther would be a great match, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just don't think Brock would challenge. Like, we never seen him challenge for the US title either, have we? It's always been the main title, so I don't know. But yeah, SmackDown this week, 2 matches announced compared to Raw, which has 2 segments. You can see which one's got the more wrestling on the show compared to the other one. But it's kind of hard to do a prediction show, like, you know, when they barely announced anything for the show itself. So I guess we'll talk about last week's Raw, which started with the Bloodline coming out and hijacking the show. Kevin Owens came out with some of the locker room and they all started brawling, and then Adam Pearce came out and he's like, I'm going to punish the Bloodline, I'm going to put you all inside matches tonight. So, you know, they started off Raw pretty strong, to be honest, with the Bloodline on there. No Roman Reigns, but he was on SmackDown. But yeah, that set up basically the story of the show, really, didn't it? The Bloodline are all going to have matches, and they all end up winning those matches as well, so it wasn't really a punishment, really, was it? From there, we had Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss for the title, and Bianca won, obviously. They had a good spot at the beginning. They recreated the Scary Movie 3 bit, didn't they, with Brenda, which is holding like the ring girl by her head, and Alexa Bliss is trying to punch her. That was a funny spot. But I gotta say, these two, man, I don't know if like something went wrong or they just don't have chemistry, but there were some sloppy spots inside this match from both of them, really. The crowd was dead as well, which, you know, I don't know about WWE crowds. Like, I mean, last SmackDown with John Cena, they were more alive for that, but I don't know, man. These crowds seem kind of dead and the show's only just started. Alexa Bliss got a bloody nose as well, which it seems to, she's broken her nose a few times, hasn't she? I don't know if this was a break or not, but she definitely had blood coming out of it. She was going for the finish. She started noticing like guys inside the crowd wearing Wyatt masks, and the security came up to one of them, but he had to tell them, oh no, I'm part of the show, and he left them alone. But there's like 2 or 3 of them, and then the screen flashed real quick with Bray Wyatt's logo, and she just attacked the referee, and then she attacked Bianca Belair, took her outside, did some, what was it, a move on the steps, and she used fake blood on her mouth and her chin. And the crowd were chanting, do it one more time, like one more time or whatever. It's like, in this Bianca's hometown. But the fact Alexa attacked the referee, it means it's a DQ, so, you know. No title for Alexa, but they're clearly building up. Like I said tonight, I think Bo Dallas might be coming out. I wish he wasn't. I don't think Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss should be teamed together, man. I mean, maybe this time it'll be different, but it just went too hokey for me, man. Too corny last time. I hope they don't go that route again. We're going to have to wait and see. But it's clear at this point, they're definitely setting something up. Maybe even at the Royal Rumble. Because that'll be the first time Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss are at the same building, really, won't it, I guess? I'm going to have to wait and see where they go with it. But so far, I'm kind of meh on it, to be honest. We had Solo Sikoa beating Elias in a street fight with music, weapons, and all that. There was a bit of blood. And here's the thing, what this guy, Hardy is his name, the musician, he looks like a fat Zach Bagans, first of all. But he's like, oh, Hardy's going to be in the Royal Rumble. It's like, what, Jeff Hardy? Matt Hardy? No. It's just guy who looks like Zach Bagans who does the theme song. And it's just generic music anyway. There's nothing special to it. But you got involved. They tried giving Elias a weapon, but Solo still won anyway. So they've announced he's going to be playing at the Royal Rumble. I'm guessing he's going to have maybe like a little storyline going with Solo, maybe. I'm not too sure, but not for me, this segment, man. Solo is really good, don't get me wrong, but this segment, I don't know. I just wasn't into it, really. From there, we had the Usos and Sami Zayn beating Kevin Owens and the Street Profits. Montez Ford was more concerned about Bianca than the match. So this is what I didn't get, right? So Kevin Owens and the Street Profits come out, you know, guns blazing, going after the Bloodline. And Montez Ford is up for the fight. They go to advert break, they come back, and then all of a sudden he's just sat on the apron like, you know, this he's concerned about his wife who got attacked. He don't care about the match, and it's like, well, why did you come out in the first place? You should have stayed in the back with your wife. I don't understand. I don't get it. Yo, Owen, welcome to the stream. How's it going? But why is Vince back? I know, man. It wasn't even a year, and now he's already back as the board head of creative, or not head of creative. The board of directors is like, you know, the head boss now, isn't he, again? Because he wants to sell the business, which I'm going to talk more about it later, but not even a year, Triple H in charge, and Vince is already back. And you know, it's only a matter of time before he takes over creative as well. Like, sure, all the reports are he's just there to sell his company, blah, 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 but he's just, you know what he's done? He's just waited until the accusations died down, and now he's came back. That's what's happened. The music's gone off already. Let's put some more on. But yeah, that's what I don't understand about this match, getting back to this 6-man tag. Montez Ford's just there on the apron, like, more concerned about Bianca than the actual match. But he was fine inside the entrance. Solo came out and interfered as well. Sammy got the win, but then Sheamus and Drew McIntyre came out to save Kevin Owens, which set up the SmackDown match, which we'll talk about later. Yeah, he wants to sell the company, did you not hear? That's why he came back, apparently. He wants to be the one to sell it. So, I don't know when they're going to sell, like, maybe this year, sometime this year. I don't think it'll be before WrestleMania, but you never know. That's the whole reason why he's back. He wants to sell it. We had Dexter Lumis beating Gable. I didn't care about this match, so I'm just going to move on. Damage Control promo. Becky came out mentioning that Bayley's always lived in the shadow of someone, you know, like Sasha Banks. And again, Damage Control, and it led to a match to beat Becky and Mia Yim, and it's like, you know, Becky Lynch is good, Bayley's good, but Damage Control, man, there's no chemistry there. I'm not feeling the group. I just I don't like it. It is sad, man. It is really sad. It's crazy. The fact that he could just, like, power position himself back into the company, it's ridiculous. You know, people are backstage, like, trying to leak shit to get him cancelled again. I don't believe him for a second that he's just there just to sell the company and that's it. He's just going to go off inside the sunset or whatever. No way. He wants full control of the thing again. He's been bored. He's been sat around for 6 to 8 months and he's like, you know what, I'm bored now. I want my company back. I'm not going to start a new one. I want my company back. It's ridiculous. Won't feel right having Vince now as the owner. True, Vince has always been the owner. That's right. But I mean, at the same time, we knew this day was coming, right? And I think as long as they sell the company to, like, what was it, Comcast, I think, who basically own all the networks in America anyway. So you want someone to own the company who's just going to let them do what they're already doing, you know what I mean? I don't want Disney to buy it. Fuck that. Imagine Disney owning WWE. And then you have, like, wrestlers dressed up at fucking theme parks and all this shit. No way. I don't want Disney to own it. I think, like, some TV network would be the best home, really. Because they already know, like, you know, they'll just let them do what they're already doing. You don't want someone who's going to come in and completely change everything. And that's what Disney would do. And you can tell Disney are just in the business of buying everything. They want to own everything, don't they? Just turn it all into like a fucking monopoly merchandise type thing. So I hope Disney don't get it. I really do. WWE Pleasureland with someone on Undertaker costume. Exactly, that's what it would be. It would be ridiculous, man. It really would be. Like, fuck that. No way. But you know, it's all about the money, innit? So if Disney offer the most money, you know Vince is going to go with them. So it's crazy news, though. It really is. What was 6 days into the new year, and then Vince just decides to come back. I don't want Vince to sell. I'm gonna have to send an email. Imagine if that would all it took to stop him. Oh, we gotta talk about this. The Dominic Mysterio, man. Dominic Mysterio. I'm a fan of the guy now. At first, you know, with Rey Mysterio, they broke him off, and he started becoming like the little, you know, dickhead heel, didn't they? And then a few weeks ago, he got arrested, and then last week, he had this video. He had like a little teardrop tattoo, and he's like, "Oh, prison changed me, man. I'm hard now." And he's like, "I did hard time and all this shit." Dominic Mysterio, man, he is running with it. He really is. I'm so glad they took him away from Rey, because, you know, no one's going to live up to Rey Mysterio, but Dominic's doing his own thing now. He's like the cowardly heel. It's so good, man. He's really coming into his own. All I can say is it don't work for me, brother. And in the main event, we had Austin Theory beating Seth Rollins. It was a decent match. Some people thought Seth was injured, but it was just part of the story, the match with his knee. I mean, I know he's had history with his knee before, but he's fine. It ended with a ref bump and a low blow, and Austin Theory is still the United States champion. So I don't know where they're gonna go with Seth Rollins, man. Like, who's Seth gonna face at WrestleMania? I have no idea right now. Yeah, Domi's really good, man. He really is. He's so good. This role is perfect for him right now. It really is. And I'm guessing at WrestleMania it'll probably be Dom versus Rey again, right? That seems to be where they're gonna lead up to anyway. Because I know they got Rey Mysterio on SmackDown for a bit to try and keep them separate, but Quincy, not yet. No. Don't start again. Seriously, man, you're so impatient, it's ridiculous. What do you think of Randy Orton for wrestlers who are better than the Father? Could Dom be one? He could. I don't know. I mean, Randy Orton's dad was alright when he cowboy Bob Orton, but Randy Orton's definitely surpassed him. Rey Mysterio, I don't know. I don't think Dom should even try and be like Rey, you know what I mean? I feel like just be completely different. Don't put a mask on him. Don't have him trying to live up to his father name, because Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador of all time, really, isn't it? I don't know, would you say Dusty Rhodes and Cody? Like, I'd say Cody's on his way to be better than Dusty, right? I mean, obviously, Dusty's, you know, he's a legend, obviously, you know, back in the AWA and all that in the 80s, but I feel like Cody, you know, he's doing decent for himself right now as well. Obviously, he's not done yet, but Cody's up there as well. Randy Orton, Dominic could be. I'm trying to think of who else there is. Well, we got the Steiner brothers' son, aren't we, in NXT? What's his name? Braun Breaker. Yeah, Dusty is very iconic, no doubt, especially promo-wise and everything like that. And his look as well, he's unique, wasn't he, Dusty Rhodes? But we're going to talk about last week's SmackDown, and we'll get more into the Vince McMahon news. And also the Royal Rumble. I've got the poster here, I'm going to show it in a bit, but I feel like this... We'll talk about it in a bit. Last week's SmackDown started again with the Bloodline taking over the show, but Roman was there this time, and he comes out and he starts talking about how Sami Zayn lost the match. Remember the tag team match with Cena and Kevin Owens? So they started teasing a little bit of dissension again with the Bloodline and Sami Zayn until Kevin Owens comes out and he wants a match against Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. And that'll be the third match they've had. They've had 2 other matches in previous Royal Rumbles, so they got a trilogy going on here, man. Obviously, Kevin Owens is not beating Roman, but it will be a good match. I'm guessing Sami Zayn's going to be involved in it, and he'll probably, you know, end up helping Roman beat Kevin Owens or something like that. But so there's another match for Raw Rumble. So right now at Raw Rumble, we got Roman versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. We got Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in a pitch black match, which we still have a fucking clue what a pitch black match is, but, you know... And we got the men's Raw Rumble and the women's Raw Rumble. So we got 4 matches already announced for the show. I'm guessing we'll probably get another 2 or 3 maybe, because you can't stack the Raw Rumble up too much with the 2 Rumble matches being on it as well. So we have to wait and see for that. We had the Santos beating Kofi. Don't care about this match, so moving on. Mixed tag team match ended pretty quick. Karrion Kross and Scarlett beat Emma and Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss is good inside the ring, right? But he's so generic and the name is stupid as fuck. He needs a repackage, he really does. Like, he's good inside the ring, but he just wears like black tights, black boots. His name's stupid, but he's a good wrestler, so I feel like they need to like repackage him to something like that. Pitch black match, yeah. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. I have no idea what it is. Are they going to wrestle inside the dark? Is it going to be like AEW where it's just, you know, they ring the bell, they turn the lights on and off, and it's like unofficial or whatever? But you never know with Bray Wyatt. I'm guessing it's going to be like in the actual dark. Get him in Naomi's gear, bring the glow. Speaking of Naomi, man, I feel sorry for Naomi. Sasha Banks is out here going to New Japan. She's rumoured to be at AEW this week. Where the fuck's Naomi? Naomi walked out of WWE with Sasha as well, and, you know, she's been forgot about. She was in Japan. I've seen the photos backstage with her and Bailey and all that, but still. Oh my god, we had this back. Oh, Jesus Christ, what are they doing with this? Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were inside a pub. I think it was Jerry Lawler's pub or something like that, a bar, whatever. And he came up with a new name. The new name is Banger Bros. Banger Bros, really? Completely sounds like a porn. It really does. It's Banger Bros. What kind of name is that? Jesus Christ, they gotta know what they're doing with this, man. That is a stupid name. But I guess, you know, Sheamus and Drew, they've been around for what, 15 years already, so I don't think a stupid name's going to ruin him. If this was a new team getting called up from NXT or something like that with the name Banger Bros, they're dead on arrival. But with Sheamus and Drew, I guess it's alright, but still Banger Bros. What the fuck, man? That is not a good name. It's really not. Then we had a Charlotte Flair promo. She got interrupted by Sonya Deville, which turned into a title match, and Charlotte obviously won. But she forgot that she was a babyface at the end. She, like, you know, when the referee raises a hand, Charlotte snatched the title from the referee, and the referee is like, that's not very face of you. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then, you know, she thanked her. She forgot she's supposed to be a face. Naturally born heel, man. From there, we had Ricochet beating Top Dollar to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Now, I don't understand why Kofi Kingston can just say he's inside the Royal Rumble, but other people have to qualify. I don't know. I wish they would bring back the numbers, though. I remember years ago, like, the backstage, when they, like, get the number out of the fucking bowl or whatever. They should start doing that again, man. That was pretty fun. I like that. And then in a backstage segment as well, we had Roman Reigns apologize to Sami Zayn from before, like blaming him and stuff like that, taking his frustration out on him. So, you know, they're back being friends once again, even though they teased it for a little bit, but we know it's coming to an end, unfortunately. And I'm going to say every week, new week right here, Sami Zayn should be the one to beat Roman. He really should. Because I know they want to do the Rock match, but still, man, Sami Zayn, you could push him as Daniel Bryan was in 2013, it would work, it really would. Because Kofi does great escape. Literally, that's it, though. Like, yeah, sure. What else can he do, though? Like, how many times has he done these spots now? Like, I don't think he can do anymore. And even if he does, it's like, yay, Kofi didn't get eliminated. Oh, he's eliminated now anyway. Yeah, the Lucky Dip was good, and it allowed more storylines as well. But overall, like, I'm looking forward to this year's Royal Rumble. As long as Vince isn't in charge by then, because who knows, man. I'm expecting the news to drop even tonight before Raw goes on the air. It's like, oh yeah, Vince is back in creative now. You know it's gonna fucking happen. 100% it's gonna happen. Because he's gonna think, oh, well, you know, if we're selling this company, I want it to be the best it can be before it gets sold, so I'm gonna come in and take charge. Remember Eddie Guerrero stealing Ric Flair's number? Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many possibilities they could do with it. I wish they would bring it back. Oh yeah, in the main event on SmackDown, the Usos beat Sheamus and Drew. And Sami Zayn and Roman backstage were eating popcorn. It started off with Sami just having popcorn. They went to advert, they came back, and then Roman and Paul had it as well. The Brutes came out to take out Solo, but the Usos still won. So obviously, you know, it seems like the Usos are going to keep the titles until Mania. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat him. But I would have, seriously, I think Sami Zayn should beat Roman for at least one of the titles anyway. I know we've got The Rock supposedly coming in, or Cody Rhodes. And yeah, Cody Rhodes winning would be good, but where's the story though? Personal between him and Roman, there is none. The story's with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, it really is. But yeah, we'll talk about Vince now. Like I said before, he's back on the board of directors. He wants to basically, he wants to sell the company. And there's been like a list of different companies who would be interested, but it's like, Jesus Christ, man, he wasn't even gone a full year. He must have just been bored, like I said, at his house, and he's like, fuck this, man, I'm coming back to work, I'm coming back to my company. You know, the accusations have died down a little bit now. Did he use the hush money of his own, or was it company money, blah, blah, blah. But we've heard these stories for years, man, over the years about Vince, we really have. But still, if I was wrestlers backstage like William Regal, what the fuck's William Regal thinking now? He just left AEW to come back to WWE with Triple H. Vince McMahon's the guy who fired him in the first place. And now it seems that Vince is going to be, you know, well, he's already back in the company, but it seems like he's going to be head of creative again. It's like, what the fuck? Like Tony Khan tweeted out a few days ago. I laughed at it. It was a good tweet. It's like, oh, so, you know, suppose now everyone's being happy towards me. Like, you know, they're treating me good. It's like, yeah, I understand why, Tony. Because now Vince being back in WWE, you know, they're like, maybe AEW isn't so bad after all. How much does he want for WWE? I don't know how much he wants. I don't think there's been a number thrown out there yet, but you know he's going to want a lot. Quincy, will you stop, mate? Stop it. Oh. Fucking hell, man. You still got half an hour. You may as well calm down. But yeah, speaking of the Royal Rumble, I got the poster here, like I said. Now, first of all, you look at this poster, right? Let me zoom in a little bit. What am I clicking on here? Fuck's sake. Right, look at Austin Theory here. Right? Everyone else is looking that way, right? Aren't they? Why is Austin Theory like this? Look at everyone else's pose, right? It's all symmetrical, isn't it? They're all looking the same way. But then you got Austin Theory here. Like, what the fuck's he doing? Why is Austin Theory like that? Well, we even got Brock Lesnar on the poster as well. We got Cody Rhodes on there. Obviously, we knew Cody Rhodes was coming back. Austin didn't get the memo. Yeah, I don't make this go back to normal now. Oh, I'm fucking up my whole stream here, man. No, I want to change the fucking size of this. I can't do it. Reset now. Oh, fuck it. Anyway. As you can see by the poster, right? It's blue, it's electric. What does that remind you of? Obviously, The Rock. So I think they teased on The Rock even with his poster, right? Because if The Rock was going to be at WrestleMania, I'd have him show up at the Royal Rumble. Because that seems to be, you know, the most eyeballs until WrestleMania anyway, right? So this poster clearly does seem like The Rock is coming back. Most electrifying man in sports entertainment, blah, blah, blah. And also on YouTube, they keep uploading, like, The Rock's returns and everything like that. So if you put any stock into that, then, you know. Rock wins the Rumble, comes out number 30. See, that's I would like to see him inside the Royal Rumble, but I feel like it's a waste to have The Rock win it, though, isn't it? But also, we've got Stone Cold teasing coming back. Like, he's posting on Instagram, and he keeps working out every week. I think he posted another video today. You imagine that. The final, 3 inside the Royal Rumble, we have John Cena, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin in 2023. Holy shit, man. That would be a moment. That would be a moment. Even if we just get 2 of them. Even if you can't get Cena, if it's just Rock and Austin one more time, face to face. I don't care what anyone says, man. That's big numbers right there. I was thinking before, like, they gave Goldberg a championship run twice, didn't they, when he came back a few years ago? Why not give Stone Cold one last run? If he's up for it, he clearly seems like he is. He's in shape. He's working out for something. Have him have one last run with a title. It doesn't have to be long. It could be like a month or 2 or something like that. But still, Stone Cold once again as the champion. I think that would be amazing. I'd be up for that. I really would. And then whoever beats him for the title, apart from Roman, don't have Roman. Roman's already a made man. Roman doesn't need that. But you have someone beat Stone Cold for the title, that makes him. Even if you want to make Kevin Owens, like, you know, they got history from last year, haven't they? I don't know, but still, I feel like that would work really good. But obviously, I think they're going to do Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. That doesn't need the title on the line, though. It really doesn't. Like, I just don't... It's interesting, though. I'll give him credit. Like, it's unpredictable. We don't know whereabouts they're going in terms of WrestleMania and all that. Like I keep saying, I think Sami Zayn should be the one to beat Roman. But it seems like the 3 choices are The Rock, Cody Rhodes, or Sami Zayn. They're the only 3 they're going to go with, really, I think. Out of the 3, though, I would like to see Sami Zayn the most. I feel like the story... Obviously, the story's there. It's been built up for months now. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else announced for Raw. That's what the problem... Like, it's 3 hours of a show, right? They announced 2 fucking segments. I don't understand it. It's stupid. Yeah, on SmackDown we have 2 matches announced already. Yeah, we got nothing announced there, man. Nothing announced. Oh yeah, we still got the Cody Rhodes video tonight, and where they're going back through, like, the history of Cody and all that. I think he might be number 1 or 2 inside the Royal Rumble, you know. Just so he gets to make his entrance as well. Oh my days, man. Now people are trying to cancel Randy Orton. I don't even think I can talk about this on fucking YouTube, can I? Randy Orton likes a tweet on Twitter about something, right? I'm not gonna say what, because I don't know what the guidelines are anymore, because YouTube keep changing them all the fucking time. But still, like, the guy's not even on TV right now. Why are you getting mad at him for liking a fucking tweet? It's Twitter. It's Twitter. Post it in Discord. Yeah, I'll post it in Discord. Like, I'm not even agreeing or disagreeing with the guy, but it's just the fact that people are pissed off already, and it's like, fucking hell, man. All the guy did is like a tweet. I posted it. I mean, I ain't gonna say either positive or negative about it, but it's just the fact that, like, the guys that have been on TV in months. Oh, we got the SmackDown ratings there. SmackDown did 2.2 million last Friday. 18 to 49 demographic, 0.53, not bad. Rampage, 551,000. 18 to 49, 0.15. So you can see the big difference. SmackDown's getting 4 times the amount of viewers that Rampage is. But, you know, Rampage doesn't even matter anyway. Like, they don't put any fucking anything into it, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else announced for Raw tonight, man, which is a shame. Pretty much like every post that comes on my feed everywhere. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, really. Like, that people could check all your likes and all that, but still, it's like... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to scroll for more news, but there's literally nothing else to fucking talk about. Or you can private your likes. I mean, even, like, if you're just scrolling on your phone, sometimes you could accidentally click like on something without knowing. But yeah, I'm not getting into this whole thing anyway, because people are just fucking crazy. You can't even have conversations anymore. What we got announced for AEW this week? What me and Dylan are going to be talking about this week? Let's have a look. We got John Moxley versus Hangman Page #2, which it'll be alright. I hope Hangman doesn't knock himself out again, though. Let's just say that. We got the Elite versus Death Triangle fucking match 7 finally. Jesus fucking Christ. How is anyone enjoying this shit? 7 matches in a row. Get out of here, man. I don't care if it's a ladder match or not. I don't give a shit. And it's obviously the Elite are going to win because, you know, they're getting the titles back. I'm hoping Alton Black show up. We got Bryan Danielson versus Konosuke Takeshita, whatever his name is. People love this Takeshita guy, right? But it's like, he never fucking wins. He has all these matches against all these people. He never wins one. But that's all the AEW fan base likes. Like, oh, just give us good matches. We don't need storylines. Just give us a cold match. There's no reason why these guys are wrestling, but I want to watch it anyway. We got Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker versus Saraya and Toni Storm. Now, you know, the rumors are saying Sasha Banks could be inside this match. Obviously, she hadn't signed a long-term deal with AEW because why would she? But Hikaru Shida's probably going to attack Toni Storm, and then that means Saraya without a partner or whatever, and then Mercedes Monet, whatever her name is, I forgot, will come out. We got Jungle Boy and Hook versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. Why the fuck are they calling him Big Bill? I don't know. And we're gonna hear from the Jericho Appreciation Society because, you know, the Ricky Starks feud has to continue once again. AEW still in the mud. Yep, it really is, Owen. The booking is ridiculous, man. The only good parts about it really is MJF. That he's the highlight of the show. You got never-ending feuds. You got Jericho just doing the same shit that he always does. Like, Jericho has really ruined his legacy for me, man. I was a big Jericho fan. Especially even when he came into AEW, that first year was good, but every fucking one of his feuds is the same. It drags on for 6 months. It doesn't put the guy over. You got him and all his little cronies. It's ridiculous. It's so bad, man. He's ruined his legacy for me. He really has. And you know now Triple H ain't gonna. Well, Vince, you never know with Vince, do you? But if Vince doesn't take control, Triple H might put him in the Hall of Fame, but that's it. Like, Triple H would never let him get away with this shit. But Tony Khan, being the massive fan that he is for Jericho, it's like, yeah, you know, we'll let you do this. don't understand how anyone can like it. Even if you're the like biggest Jericho fan, and I was, I still am a big fan of his old work. Like I said, the last time he was good was the first year in AEW. A little bit of the bubbly and all, that was fun, but he just started coming up with too many catchphrases, and then he always has to be inside a group. His feuds go on forever. It's ridiculous, man. It really is. It's so bad. But yeah, back to tonight's Raw. Like I said, we got 2 segments announced. We got Austin Theory gonna explain, or he's gonna say what's next inside his career, I guess. He's already beat Seth Rollins last week. Like I said, I think Bobby Lashley comes out tonight, maybe reunites the Hurt Business, and we get Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. Maybe at a Royal Rumble, or it could just be a Raw match. Who knows? But Austin Theory, I gotta say, like, a few months ago, I wasn't really feeling him, but since he's dropped the whole selfie gimmick, he's getting more serious. Like, he is. I am a fan of Austin Theory now, man. He's definitely got a bright future. He's like a young Randy Orton in a way, and you know, he's that cocky, arrogant heel, but I'm just glad he dropped the whole selfie shit, because that was just stupid. I am more of a fan of him now. And we got Alexa Bliss explaining an attack on Bianca Belair from last week. Like I said, apparently Bo Dallas is backstage tonight, so they won't bring him backstage unless they were going to use him. So it has to be some involvement with Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy tonight with Alexa Bliss. Like I've been saying, I'm not a fan of them together, but clearly that's what they're going to be doing. So I just hope it's not as bad as it was last time. Because last time Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt were together, or The Fiend, I should say. Jesus Christ, man, it just wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy it. And I'm a big horror fan, but it just didn't do it for me, man. It really didn't. You know what? Let's go through the roster. How do I get on the roster on WWE.com now? Let me try and find the roster. I want to go through the roster and I want to see, like, let's think of what matches are going to happen at WrestleMania, right? Clearly, we've got Roman Reigns versus either The Rock, Cody Rhodes, or Sami Zayn. Charlotte Flair, that's interesting. Is she going to face Bianca? I mean, she's got the SmackDown title. I don't think she will. Liv Morgan, maybe? They're not going to do Ronda Rousey and Charlotte again at WrestleMania. Gunther, like I said, Gunther could face Brock Lesnar or Sheamus. They're the 2 matches for me. I can't talk with a song on. I like it, but it's hard to talk with fucking vocals going on. Like I said, Gunther, I think Gunther's going to face Brock Lesnar or Sheamus. Austin Theory, I don't know, man. That's hard. Like, they're not going to continue this feud until WrestleMania, are they, with Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins? We'll get back to Austin Theory. These are the champions right now, aren't they? The Usos, probably Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If not them, like, who else? What other tag teams is they built up at this point? And we got Damage Control, women's tag team titles. I think Ronda Rousey and Shayna might take them. Shayna Baszler, because Ronda Rousey has been saying she wants to go after the tag team titles, so who knows? NXT doesn't really matter. Right, here we go. AJ Styles, apparently he's injured right now, isn't he? But well, we already seen Edge versus AJ. I don't even know. Like, you can't keep AJ off WrestleMania, but right now I don't even know where he fits in. I don't know half of these fucking people. Alexa Bliss, she's probably going to be involved with Bray Wyatt or something like that. I'm just scrolling until we see Asuka. Asuka should have a match at WrestleMania. She's been teasing going heel, hasn't she? Or bringing back like an old gimmick or whatever. So, hopefully. Who the fuck are these people, man? I guess this is NXT as well. Baron Corbin, no idea. Bayley. Who does Bayley face? And we got Becky Lynch as well. Right now they're facing each other, but I don't know if they're going to do Becky versus Ronda. Apparently they've kind of soured on that match now, haven't they, for WrestleMania. So I don't know about that one. Big E, we don't even know when Big E's going to be back, if he ever will be. Bianca Belair could face Charlotte. But they're both champion now, aren't they? When does Jericho's contract run out? Oh, not for a while. I think he just signed a new, was it 3 years or 5 years? I think it was 3. He signed a new deal with Tony, so he's not going anywhere. Anyone signs him after now, I think he's going to retire in AEW, and then he'll do the Hall of Fame, you know, with WWE down the road. But I think that's it. Yeah, Big E's still injured. I think it's been over a year now, hasn't it? Or just about. I hope he's able to come back, but you never know when neck injuries. Bobby Lashley, like I said before, I think they're going to reunite the Hurt Business, which never should have split the Hurt Business up anyway. MVP, Cedric, you know, they were a good team. They really were. Braun Strowman, I don't really care about Braun Strowman, to be honest. Bray Wyatt, they still got him as the Fiend on it. What the fuck? Unless they updated that, I don't know. But it's hard to say where Bray Wyatt's going to be on WrestleMania. Like, right now he's feuding with LA Knight, but that ain't going to last till WrestleMania. I don't know, man. I don't know who Bray Wyatt faces, to be honest. Brock Lesnar, like I said, Gunther. That's the main match sticking out to me right now. Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. That's what I would do. Butch. I have no idea what you do with Butch. That's the problem. You can't have all these people on WrestleMania, so I'm just going to keep scrolling until we find someone. Oh, Charlie Dempsey. That's William Regal's son, isn't it? Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns, probably. They could do Seth Rollins again, maybe. I don't really want to see that just right now, though, to be honest. Damian Priest. Did he ever finish up Judgment Day and Edge? I don't think they did. So maybe Edge versus Judgment Day in some capacity with Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley and all that. That could probably happen. Old Ziggler, I don't think you're going to have a match, mate. Maybe you'll be on the pre-show or the Battle Royale or something like that. Dominic Mysterio, I'm guessing Dominic's going to face Rey. Father versus son at WrestleMania. I could see him doing that. That would be a decent match. Drew McIntyre. Battle Royale, maybe? I don't know. Edge, like I said, I think Edge will probably feud with Judgment Day. Possibly. Who else we got? Elias, good luck, mate. I don't think you got a match. Finn Balor, like I said again, Judgment Day. These are all NXT. Why the fuck's Greg Miller on here? Greg Miller's not a wrestler. I didn't even know he was signed with WWE. Okay, now. Io Sky, I don't know. Damage Control, I'm just not a fan, so I don't really care. Jinder Mahal. John Cena. Does John Cena have a match at WrestleMania, and who against? Austin Theory, maybe. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Austin Theory versus John Cena, US Championship. Austin Theory beats John Cena. That does make sense. I could see him doing that. Johnny Gargano, don't care. Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is all about the entrance. Like, he has a great entrance, and then he gets inside the ring, and it's just meh. You know what I mean? Kevin Owens. Who's Kevin Owens' face? Apart from the obvious, you know, Sammy and Kevin versus the Usos. I'm gonna say they'll go with that. Cena could do Mania for his one match a year. Yeah, true, he could. And plus, it's in Hollywood, isn't it, this year? So I feel like Cena probably will have a match. LA Knight, all depends where they go with this Bray Wyatt thing, I guess. Liv Morgan, I could see a challenge in Charlotte. Possibly. It depends how much they push her. Logan Paul, there we go. Logan Paul's probably going to face John Cena. He wants the match anyway, but I hope it doesn't happen. And doesn't Logan have this whole, like, crypto scam thing going on or whatever? So maybe he might not even have a match at WrestleMania. But I will give him credit, like I say. For his third match, he's had 3 matches. He's athletic, but I'm just not a fan of the guy, you know what I mean? I just don't like him as a person, really. He's good, he's athletic, yeah, but that's about it. I hope they don't bring his brother in as well. Like they already did, didn't they, for, was it Crown Jewel or whatever? But imagine him and his brother having a tag team. Oh my god, I do not want to see that. I don't think he tore the muscle, Owen. I think they thought he did, but apparently it wasn't as serious as they thought. So he could be back for WrestleMania, but I guess it all depends on this scamming thing, doesn't it? I hope they don't use him, to be honest. They probably will, because they've invested in him now, haven't they? They got the action figure coming out and all that shit, but still, I am curious to see. Like, you know what? I'm going to Google it right now, actually. WWE Logan Paul ratings TV. Like, how much do the ratings go up for when he's actually on the show? Alright, here we go. This is from what? September. Did he even go up? I don't even think he brings that much in, to be honest, like in terms of viewership or whatever. Like, they just assume he would because he's got all these followers, aren't he, on whatever, Instagram and all that shit. But I don't mean all them people are going to tune into your company. I'm scrolling through. Matt Riddle. Will Matt Riddle even have a match at WrestleMania? I don't know. And he's still in rehab or something. I don't know. But there he is, Vince McMahon. Back on the roster page. MVP as well. I think they should reunite. Wait, Naomi's still on there. What the fuck? They've still got Naomi on the roster page. Almost. I don't think he'll have a match. Otis, same. Pat McAfee. I wonder if he'll be back for WrestleMania. I do enjoy Pat. Pat's good. Randy Orton, another questionable guy there, man. Like, the injury to his back, didn't he just have surgery or something like that? I don't think Randy Orton's going to be back for WrestleMania. But you know what? Fuck it. I think we still should see Cena versus Randy one more time. That would be a good match. Rey Mysterio, like I said before, I think Rey Mysterio is going to face Dominic at WrestleMania. Father versus son match. Rhea Ripley probably going to face Beth Phoenix, either one-on-one or a tag team match. Ricochet, Battle Royale. Robert Roode, I forgot all about you, mate. No idea. Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, maybe. Sami Zayn, I'm still saying it. Sami versus Roman. They should do that match. They really should, man. It would be a good match. The storyline possibilities as well. Who the fuck are these people? Seth freaking Rollins. Cody? I don't know, man. What do you do with Seth? Like, he is really good, but like right now, I'm lost in what kind of story they're gonna do. They still got Shane McMahon on here as well. I hope Shane doesn't have a match. Jesus Christ. Shayna Baszler, like I said, I think she'll partner with Ronda. Probably win the tag titles. Sheamus, IC title against Gunther if it's not Brock Lesnar. Shelton Benjamin, part of the Hurt Business by then. Shinsuke Nakamura, man. I don't think they're going to do anything with Shinsuke ever again, really, are they? I know he just worked New Japan or whatever, but what's the last big thing Shinsuke did in WWE? Shotzi, I'm a fan of Shotzi, but I don't know, man. I feel like she still needs to improve a little bit. Solo Sikoa, building this guy up so good. I am a big fan of Solo Sikoa. I wonder where he fits in on WrestleMania. You know what? He might even win the not Raw Rumble, the Battle Royale. The Andre the Giant Battle Royale, whatever. I think Solo Sikoa could win that. Sonya Deville, don't know if she'll have a match or not. Tamina, nobody meaner than Tamina. The Miz, he's still got the Dexter Lumis thing going on. I don't know where the Miz might fit into WrestleMania. Titus O'Neil, I don't remember the last time you wrestled. Ciampa, same with you. Top Dollar, just, oh my god, why they got bacon on the superstars? What the hell, man? Triple H, Wade Barrett. I would like to see Wade Barrett wrestle again. That would be pretty cool. And that's it. We got to the end. So Sasha Banks is not on there, but Naomi still is on there. Maybe they're hoping that Naomi will come back. But yeah, we just went through the whole roster, I guess, of wrestlers. And I think, how many matches did we book there? I was like 6 or 7, wasn't it, I think. So there's a little taste of what I would like to see at WrestleMania. Let me quickly go on to the AEW roster and watch half of these people. We're gonna be like, where the fuck are them people? Where are they? Champions, we got MJF, Jamie Hayter, Jade Cargill, The Acclaim, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Death Triangle. Now you see, for the most of them, they are homegrown talent, so that's pretty cool. Here we go down on the roster. Aaron Solo, Action Andrade, whatever. Adam Cole, is Adam Cole even going to wrestle again? Hangman Page, Alex Reynolds, Andrade, Angelico, Angelo Parker, Anthony Bowens, Anthony Ogogo, AR Fox, Ari Devara, Austin Gunn, Bandido, Billy Gunn, Blade, fucking Brandon Cutler, Brian Cage, Brian Pillman Jr., Brock Anderson, Brody King, Brian Danielson, Buddy Matthews. I feel like I'm seeing the same three names over and over again. I love how they have all these records on here, right? And none of they're all zeros. Oh, CM Punk's still on there, right next to Colt Cabana. Okay, now Danhausen. Yeah, the boxer, he's not been on there in ages, has he? Didn't he have like eye surgery or something like that? Eddie Kingston, where the fuck's Eddie Kingston? Unless he's on Rampage, I don't know, I don't watch Rampage anymore. Griff Garrison, Hook, Jay Lethal, Jeff Hardy's still on there, Jeff fucking Jarrett, John Silver, John Moxley, Josh Woods, Keith Lee, Kenny Omega. Yeah, more than half. I'd say like 75% of them not even been on the roster. I mean, on TV in ages. Lance Archer, where the fuck's Lance been? Lee Johnson, Lee Moriarty, Luchasaurus, Matt Hardy. I don't care about. You love double. See, it's weird for me because I do like Jeff Jarrett, but it's 2023. Why is he challenging for your tag team title? You know what I mean? You've got all this talent and yet you're using Jeff Jarrett. I do like Jeff Jarrett, but I don't see why they're using him this much. I really don't. Miro, again, where the fuck's Miro? Mr. Brody Lee, Malachi Black, Ortiz, the Brock Lesnar Wish version, Powerhouse Hobbs. It's going after the belts. Yeah, him and Jay Lethal, they've been facing the Acclaimed. I think they've had like 2 or 3 matches at this point. And also, did you not hear about the controversy, Owen? Max Caster rapped about, you remember Kurt Angle and Karen? But his wife left him for Jeff Jarrett, didn't she? So he made a little rap about it. And then she started going, Karen went on Twitter and started accusing Kurt Angle of cheating with like Kelly and all this shit. It's like, what the fuck? All this started just over a rap. Are you serious? Don't get works, bro. Yeah, tagging with Jay Lethal, it's TNA. Reincarnated, it's TNA, right? And here's what the glue eaters, this is how much glue they eat. When they first started tag team and the crowd were chanting TNA, that's a bad thing. But everyone's like, you know, the DAW defenders, like, oh yeah, you know, TNA was great. It's like, TNA was great at one point, yeah. But then it died, and now you're trying to resurrect it in a different company in 2023. Samoa Joe, man, so good. He got beat last week by Darby, but he's still got the ROH TV title, which means jack shit because ROH doesn't have TV anyway. But you know, Ricky Starks stuck in a never-ending feud with Chris Jericho. We got Roosh. Santana's still injured. Apparently, he's going to be gone from the company. Jeff Jarrett's going to buy AEW. You know, maybe that's what he's planning. Maybe he's going to bide his time, and eventually he's going to take ownership of it. Who knows, man? Crazier things have happened. Sean Spears, what the fuck? Sting, Swerve, Butcher. Where the hell's the Butcher and the Blade? Oh, here we go. Let's get to the women. Here's where they get interesting. Abaddon. Where the fuck is Abaddon been? Anna Jay, Athena, Britt Baker, Bonner, Hikaru Shida, Jade Cargill, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, Madison Rain, Mercedes Martinez, Nyla Rose, Paige Van Zandt, Penelope Ford, Rebel, Jade, Red Velvet, Riho, Ruby Soho, Saraya, Serena Deeb, Ty Mello, Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm, Willow. I thought he had more women than that, you know. But still, even here, like, let's count, like, Abaddon, Athena's alright, Britt Baker, obviously, Shida. You could do something with Jade, but she's still green. Jamie Hayter, Chris, Nyla, I guess. Riho, you could do something with Riho. Serena Deeb, even though I don't like her. Saraya, Ruby Soho, Thunder Rosa, and I guess Toni Storm. They have like at least 10 women there, right? So they do have enough women to build a women's division around, but they just don't want to, do they? WWE storyline, the mystery WWE bidder is Double J's back. Or they bring back Anonymous GM or some shit like that. But still, they have the women. Oh my god, and then you got the referees. Oh, I can't stand the referees in AEW, man. Someone needs to tell them, right? It's not your job to get over. It's your job to be the referee. You shouldn't be getting all the attention on you when you're a goddamn referee. That's not your job. I'm sick of it. And then a spot last week with fucking, what was it? Sanjay Dutt with his pencil, and then Audrey Edwards gets involved and she takes all the attention onto herself, and the glue eaters love it. And it's like, you're a fucking referee. You're not supposed to be noticed. I should be watching a match and be distracted by the referee. I should watch a match and focus on the wrestlers. That's the whole point of the show. I'm sick of it. Exactly, why did it get so involved in AEW? I think like half of them are failed wrestlers, and they're like, well, this is my chance, you know, I can still be a wrestler doing this. It's like, no, you've got the referee shirt on, be a referee. It's not your job to get over, it's your job to count. And even they can't count in AEW because count outs don't exist. The people could go outside the ring for fucking 10 minutes and she'll be up to 5. It's like, what's the point in counting then? You might as well just be like, you know, there's no count outs in AEW because the referees won't enforce it, so there's no point. But man, AEW, a fall from grace of that company, man. It is ridiculous. And I'm just hoping WWE can stay afloat right now, because WWE #1 company for me right now, AEW #2. But with the news of Vince coming back, hopefully he's just there to sell it and he goes on his merry little way. He doesn't get involved in creative. Because, you know, as soon as he pops his head in creative for one instance, that's it. He's going to be there every single week. He's not going to be able to just get a little taste and leave it alone. He's going to want to come back full time. He already is back full time. He's just not part of creative yet. So it's a slippery slope, man. I understand for the wrestlers backstage. Imagine how they're feeling. It was all like, you know, roses and all this. Triple H head of creative. People getting pushed. People getting used. It's a nice environment. Now Vince McMahon's back. Like I said, I wonder what the hell William Regal's thinking. Like, is he phoning Tony Khan back up? He's like, alright, Tony, I'm sorry about what I said, mate. I didn't mean to leave. Can I come back? Can I get my job back, please? I don't want to go over there now. We're that madman back. He is a workaholic, I'll give him that. Don't people say he only sleeps like 2 to 3 hours and he's like working out at like 3 o'clock in the morning and all that? That's all the guy knows. It's just a work. It's like I said, I'm pretty sure he got bored at home. It's like, that's it, man. It's been nearly a year. I'm coming back to my company. We're going to sell it. I'm going to sell it my way. I just hope he doesn't take charge of creative again. I really hope he doesn't, because that would be bad news, man. Triple H should be kept as the guy who manages management, does creative for Regal, and Vince the business side. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping, but I just don't see him, because it's his company, innit? Like, he created this company. And it doesn't matter who's running it. You know he's going to be curious. He's going to pop his head in creative meetings or whatever. Will you calm down? We're not going out yet. Yeah, he definitely got bored. 100%, man. But still, it's like... Oh my god. I guess we're going to need more accusations to come out and try and force him out. Because I only see this going one way. And the way I see it going is he's going to be back in creative control within a month. Because look how he's going to be thinking about it. Raw Rumble's coming up. WrestleMania in Hollywood is coming up. You think he's going to sit back at home while all that shit goes down without any input? No way. No way. He's probably even talking to The Rock and Stone Cold and all that. And it's like, you know, I can get them back. These are my guys. I can get Stone Cold back. I can get The Rock back. So... I don't know, man. Be hard to stay away from the company after so many years. This way of thinking, ability, I can run it. Exactly. Literally, that's all he did. He just waited for the accusations to die down a little bit. You know, let the heat blow over, and now he's back. So, I don't know what the wrestlers are thinking backstage. Not even just the wrestlers, like the workers, the writers, producers, everyone backstage. You know, it's been so much better these past 8 months with Triple H in charge. Instead of, you know, constant scripts getting changed, getting ripped up the day of the show, 2 hours before the show. I mean, by the looks of it, it seems like they don't really have a plan right now. Because like I said, they've still not announced anything for Raw. Let's look one more time before I end the stream. 3 hours of a TV show, and we have 2 segments announced. Yeah, 2 segments. So, you know, I shit on AEW a lot, but at least AEW give you the match card a week in advance, so you know what you're tuning in for. Tonight's 3 hours of content, and we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. So, you know, there's positives and the negative in both of the companies, to be honest, but It is a good time to be a wrestling fan right now. It really is. I just hope AEW picks up the slack a little bit, because it's not just because CM Punk's gone. Don't get me wrong, CM Punk, I'm a massive fan, but it's just the booking in general, man. People disappear from the fucking show for months on end. Where's Miro? Where's House of Black? Where's Eddie Kingston? The list goes on. WWE wise, like, there's still some complaints, yeah, but it's not as much. To me, it's like the people who aren't working, like Damage Control, Top Dollar, you know, stuff like that, like Johnny Gargano and stuff like that, like, they're just not getting over, so I don't know why they're still trying to do it. But for the most part, WWE, it's so much better than it was a year ago. Obviously, the adverts can't be helped when you watch it live. 3 hours of Raw is a lot. SmackDown is so good. SmackDown flies by, it really does. Me and Dylan watched it live last week. It just flew by. It really does. 2 hours just goes by like that. But yeah, overall, like, it is, like I said, it's a really good time to be a wrestling fan. Raw Rumble coming up in a few weeks, so hopefully they start building towards that. And like I said, it's the first Triple H ran Raw Rumble so far. We don't know if Vince is going to step back in or not, but if he doesn't step back in, if Vince stays away, it's going to be the first Road to WrestleMania by Triple H, so I'm excited to see like what that entails. Like I said, it's unpredictable. Like, I went through some of the matches there I think could happen, but how we get there is the question. So hopefully tonight we get some build up towards Raw Rumble. Hopefully it's a good show. Hopefully they give us something to talk about next week. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out the social links down below. I'll be live again on Wednesday with Dylan for AEW Dynamite predictions. But yeah, make sure you click like if you haven't already. Until then, peace out in a bit.